When you think about the Geneseo Maple Leafs, it's mostly about their historically dominant football team. But the Lady Leaf softball team has been consistently good for decades under former head coach Bob Pettit and now Pat Mitchell. Since 2000, the Lady Leafs have won 11 regional titles and have won 25 or more games almost every year. Older players on the team have established themselves as teachers and role models to the younger group of players, which has led to this team's continued success.
There's 4 seniors who have learned from seniors in the past who are now doing an outstanding job of leading the way. That's the one thing we always try to do. We try to connect the present with the past, and then also connect the present with the future. So when we do team things, we try to include the whole, freshmen through sophomores in it. But this has been a fun group.
By bonding with their teammates, the team is able to feel more comfortable with each other on and off the field. Geneseo has taken many trips down south during their spring break to help them feel more unified as a team.
Then we've been to Disney again, we've been to Cocoa, we've been to Myrtle Beach a number of times, we've been to Nashville a couple times. So, and the big idea is one, play softball, get some games in better weather than what you might see here. But maybe even more importantly is the bonding between the girls. We do some activities, we do some events while we're at on our spring break to force the girls to work together.
The Lady Leafs have multiple players that are going to play softball at the Division I level on this year's team. One of those players is senior Delaney Ostrowski, who will play for the Northern Illinois Huskies next year. Ostrowski says that there are a few things during her 4 years at Geneseo that have helped her become more prepared to play softball at the next level.
We're playing and practicing in all of these different conditions. I'm not going to a school down south with nicer weather, so that's one. And two, just, the longer practices, the harder, grueling things. Can you get through this? Can you handle the pressure?
And a lot of her success, she says, comes from her teammates backing her up on the field.
I definitely could not do it without this team. They have, ball gets hit to center field and I know it's going to be caught. A short little ball and they're making diving plays. Even if it's not made, they're just giving their full effort.
And while the Lady Leafs have had a lot of players that went on to play college softball, Coach Mitchell says that he hopes to prepare them for a future outside of softball while they're here.
Every coach takes their role seriously. Every coach teaches not just softball, their skill, but also about life. And I think that helps prepare them for life after high school, into college, and then obviously into the real world, if you were, into the working world.
The Lady Leafs are filled with passionate coaches as well as players. Bob Pettit, who was the head coach for 14 years at Geneseo between 2000 and 2014, is now an assistant coach on the team. He helped build Geneseo Softball into what it is today.
You can't match the passion. He's a dream big guy, and he's the guy that come up with this, and with the help of the community to build our complex here, which is amazing. But having him here still, it's nice to know that I can always, do a little nudge and say, hey, what would you do here?
After a slow start to the season, the Lady Leafs are now hitting their stride as they prepare for another year of postseason play.